So for a grip and reverse foot to hand, there's a lot of different grips, and depending on who's teaching it, they'll tell you which one they want you to use. So a very common one is C grip, probably my least favorite, because then the flyer doesn't really get she can't really push into her toes, and she can't really push into her heels, either one. In reverse foot to hand, it's the opposite of regular foot to hand, and that our stack is going to be her heel to the ball in my hand, or my thumb pad rather. I see a lot of really good bases. They'll talk about basically the Nintendo grip or whatever. I think this would be my second favorite, but definitely not my first, because a lot of times when it starts to slip, you start to really mess up their toes. Okay, so I do a modified, basically a compromise between the two, a modified C grip. So this is where it works best for me, but communicate with your flyer which one that they prefer. So what we want to do is just get a really good steady, before we start popping in reverse foot to hand, get a really steady, just reverse foot to hand. So I can just set her in it here, and then once this feels good, I can just press her up to reverse foot to hand here. And then you can always, kind of drop her down, move it around a little bit, make sure that you feel steady in it before you're popping into it. When she's ready to come down, every single time, 100% of the time, tap the back of her legs, she knows it's a sit. Otherwise, she's sitting into the abyss, and hopefully the spotters are gonna catch her. So again, I get my grip, communicate with your flyer which one you guys like the best. All I do is just pull her legs straight. She just steps into it, and then I just press her up. I tap, she knows to sit. If the press is a little hard for you, you can make the flyer work a little bit harder. I can just point my toes, so that way I don't have to bring my hands all the way down, and she can just step into it. Okay? So let's just do a quick round of reverse.
Can I talk really quickly about the flyer? So as he said, the stack is in my heel, where the majority of my weight is. And really, as you're standing, you just want to think about standing tall, similar to your hollow body shape. So you've got your line, thighs engaged, squeezing the butt, core engaged, hollow body shape, hips a little bit forward, chest lifted, head up, just that strong shape, and you just want to maintain that the entire time, so that if your base does do something like swivels or doing little presses, you're not leading the bases. You're there to just stand and allow them to move you.
Yeah, and lock your ankles. In both reverse foot to hand and regular foot to hand, the ankle lock is huge.
Do you want to show a quick ankle lock, like that drill that you do?
Yeah, so
A lot of people say ankle locking in.
yeah, so yes, there's a drill that we do. A lot of people are like, what do you mean lock your ankles? It's an engagement through your calves and your shins. A lot of times, if you can just come into your little 2-inch heels onto the ball of your foot, and then if I push her down, I shouldn't be able to move her because her ankles are locked. So a lot of times, if the core's not engaged, but her ankles are locked, when I push, you'll see this like coming out. So if she engages her core, gets a nice hollow body, and she has her 2-inch heels, as I push her down, I can't move her. So that's a nice ankle lock. So that way, the base should be able to move it around whatever way that they want. If you're moving your ankles, the base can't move you.
So you want to do a quick?
Yeah, let's just do a quick round of reverse foot to hand, get everybody in it. Spots, just a K spot or a bro spot.